Okay, everyone. Sergeant Conway here again. This is the second video now in I can't call it a series of videos, whatever I want to call it. They're just two of them. Well, it might be a series because I don't know if I'll make two more yet now. A little later on in the along the trail here or not. I've decided that the second one, because where it's kind of the sun is starting to go down there a bit now, and I want to have a little bit of light to work with. This second video, which will possibly be about 20 minutes long as well, I'm just going to videotape the general area here rather than just have the camcorder on my face, jibber jab and all that jazz. So again, now it is July the 7th or July the 8th, but I'm pretty sure it's July. I should have checked the freaking calendar when I left the house. July the 7th or July the 8th. I'm guessing it's roughly around 5:30 now. Maybe 5:35, 5:40, somewhere around there possibly. And it's 2020. So, as I said, now I'm here out and about here now. Actually, this is what I'm going to call these videos, I think. Any ones I make around town like this, I'm just going to call them my out and about videos. That's as good as anything else to call them, I suppose. It may end up being a series of them. And they'll probably get uploaded at different times, sort of thing. But it'll just probably be out and about, video 1, out and about video 2, so on and so forth. So this will probably be now my out and about video number 1 in this series. I'll have to try to keep that in mind now for when I do the next one to call it the same thing. So they will probably get uploaded as that, I guess, because I don't really know what else to call them as such, There's a whole bunch of things that I want to do that I'm thinking about doing, providing the weather cooperates with me now over the next few weeks, between now and the end of August there, probably even the middle of September, or maybe even go right into the end of September, because we have many years, in recent years, have gotten extremely good Septembers. Actually, almost better Septembers than we do, April, May, June, all that sort of thing, as far as great weather and that sort of stuff. So it could end up, if we get a good year this year, that weather-wise, over the next little while, I could get all of this month, all of July 2020, all of August, and hopefully all of September, if I'm really lucky. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope and pray that I get enough good weather to be able to do that. If so, I will do my darndest to try to get out more often to videotape the scenery around town, to videotape certain key spots around town. I want to make a video of Kitty Vitty Village one of these days soon. I mentioned it now. I mean, it's a bit early in it, in this series of videos or whatever. But it's a spot here in St. John's that I think will be quite interesting to anybody not living here in St. John's, from other parts of Canada, or whoever might check out my videos from any part of the world. They might find this little spot here in St. John's interesting. And it's touted as being the oldest European settlement in North America. I don't know how they are able to prove that, but or one of the oldest. I probably shouldn't say the oldest, but one of the oldest here in North America. So I think there's a sign down there somewhere that indicates that. So that's one I want to do in the very near future. I made a video some years back down at Kitty Vitty Village, actually, before I moved over to my present location. And but God knows I'll probably never find that now. I don't know if I used to have, if it's accidentally gotten deleted or what. So And another one I definitely want to make at some point is to go downtown, down to Water Street, and go down to Atlantic Place. That's it used to be a shopping centre at one time. I had a big food court and all of this. Well, the food court is still there, but it's modernised and, well, in my humble opinion, it's not what it used to be. But they've got a great back balcony off this this building, this complex that they have down there, that overlooks the harbour front. And in the summertime, it is a fantastic, 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 fantastic place to be, to go out, you know, sit there out on the balcony. They got tables out there and all the rest of it. Have a coffee or something, and look at the ships coming into the harbour, because it's got the full view of the whole of the harbour, sort of thing. Excuse my hand, that's not harbour here, of course, but anyway. And here's my stuff that I brought over earlier. That was the bench I was sitting on when I made my other video. You know, where you can sit and watch the cruise ships come in, the fishing trawlers come in, whatever the case might be. You know, it's a flurry of activity down there. It's a nice spot. I think it would make a fantastic video, a really interesting video. So that's definitely one on my list of videos to want to make now over the next little while. Probably a little bit more interesting than what I'm doing here right now, I would say. You know. So where I am to right now, before I go any further in this video, where I had you all confused, I am, well, you can see the sign there now. It says Rotary Harmony Garden, and it was put here by the Autism Society, Newfoundland Labrador. And this is actually a trail, part of a trail that goes up behind our local hospital. And there's part of the hospital building there, and another part of it over here, and all the rest of it. Again, I don't know why I got the heebie-jeebies about doing this sort of thing, about videotaping certain key spots around town. I keep thinking that the more I videotape of that nature, the more people are going to find out exactly where I live. And I don't know why that's an issue for me, but it is a bit of an issue for me. Because I'm not too far away from some of these key places and so on. That so I don't know. I'll figure this out eventually. I'll probably get over that at some point, but it's just just trying to keep a little bit of anonymity, I suppose, you know. But maybe I'll say to hell with that at some point as well, and not even worry about any of it. It's just where this is all new for me right now, this stage of this, and just trying to debate as to how much I should expose myself and reveal about myself and where I live and all that jazz, you know. I don't know. Just me and my quirks, people. I don't know. I can't explain every little thing to you. It's just me and my quirks. That's all, basically. So now let's see. Excuse the lighting here. Now I'm panning right underneath the sun there now, so you're not gonna get much in there but a glare, I think. Oh yeah. Okay, do it that way. So yeah. And I don't want to walk away too far away from my stuff either. But yeah, it's I must say I wish, like, I really wish every single day throughout the whole of July and the whole of August, well, I say probably the whole of September as well, was like this. I wish when we had summer, we had a proper summer every day, pretty much every day, like this. If we had 2 or 3 months of just lovely, mild, seasonable weather, everything in gorgeous bloom like this, you know. One thing about living in a place like this, I thought we had some strawberries there. Strawberry bushes. I think there's strawberry bushes there, people. But there's no strawberries coming out just yet. Maybe it will eventually. I'm pretty sure it's strawberry bush. One thing about living in a place like this, sort of like a northerly climate like this, like where Canada is located to, and where Newfoundland is located to, where you get so much crappy weather so much of the year. When you do get your good weather, like we have here today now, like we had on Canada Day when I made my other video outside, you know, you really appreciate it big time. I mean, I know I do anyway. Because you get so little of it, and so when it does finally come, it's like the green grass, the green trees, the mild weather, the sun, the blue sky, flowers everywhere, greenery everywhere, it's you really appreciate it so much more, than if we had it all year round sort of thing. You probably get just so accustomed to it that it would just become a bit blasé after a while, probably, so well, anyway, but that's me anyway. That's just the way I've always been when it comes to nature and the outdoors and all this sort of thing. Kind of going in circles in up here because I don't know, but this is not a big area here. This actually, I suppose I should tell you, I'm showing you all these images, but I should try to explain what I think this is about actually. This is some kind of a sound park or something, I think. You know? You got these things there, and they're all supposed. Oh, got the vibration. They're all supposed to make. Oh, there we go now. And now it's a bit different. Oh, there we go. Oh, must have busted. They make different different sounds. Like as I said now, it was put here by the Autism Society, and I don't know if it's got something to do with autism or not. Sounds in the way people that have that condition. There we got these. I don't think this was what was put here for it, but somebody just left them there anyway. Oh, wait now. I'm being stunned. I'll probably do with your hands. Maybe do with your hands. I don't have the rhythm this evening. And that's like this one over here. And these ought to sound pretty good though, actually. Come think of it. We'll make this a little bit of funner now anyway. Oh yeah, this is better. Now if I knew how to play, it'd be grand. Somebody could do this now and make a beautiful song for themselves out of it. Yeah, it's just some kind of a little music park, a little wow. There's a nice tone for you. Now this I better not screw up this freaking video, but this better come out. This one could be fun now. Probably one of the things I should start doing when I'm making these videos too is just loosening up a little bit more here and just try a bit of. Oh my God, there's a. Get that note, people? Oh, oh, not deep. Hopefully people don't think I'm a crazy person there. So yeah, like I said, so that's and that distal sign don't tell me anything, unfortunately. Let's see, a place to grow Shamrock Farm. No, don't tell me anything. Yeah, don't tell me anything of what. There's no sign here that says anything about it. Someone explained to me once what this was all about, but I honestly can't remember now what they said. But it's just like a sound park, for lack of a better way of describing it, sort of thing. Yeah. So And you just come here and just have a bit of fun with the few little things that's here and so on that. And down here, it seems as though they've got some, or they're not really keeping up very good, I don't believe. These are some gardens or something, I think. I came by once before, and I don't know if they had plants planted there, some vegetables or something, but it doesn't look like they've bothered doing with it so far this year.
The medical too.
I'm going to have to move here soon, I think, because it's starting to get a little bit dull here now. I'm going to lose my lighting. Now see, 15 minutes or now I'm going to have to struggle to figure out how to get a 20-minute video in this here. And I'm not going to flick the screen around, because if I do that now, I'll probably screw up the video again. So, as I said, now see, I'm right next to the trail here. So as I'm making this video here now, there's people walking back and forth there. So I'm trying my best to avoid getting any of these people in the video, if I can help it. And when you'll hear the voices, but I'll just pan up around or pan on something else, and so you won't get the images. I don't know if people really care too much, but some might, and so I don't know. Again, another one of my quirks, another one of my I worry about everything, people. I worry about everything. I do have a nervous condition, unfortunately, so I can't really break myself of it. Yeah. So, yes, gotta be going on for 6 o'clock now, I think. I don't really know what else to do. Now we're up in the woods there. Just walking there, just a smidgen. And so this trail, as I say, goes up behind the hospital, and and there are paths that kind of like go up into the woods a bit further, and takes you up to a spot that overlooks the entire city, whatever, town of St. John's. To get a nice lookout point. Now that could be another video down the road. I may take a walk up there somewhere and make a video of that. There will definitely be probably 20-minute videos, because I think the walk up there is a better part of half an hour, and so I probably wouldn't make a video of walking all the way up there. Maybe part of the way, I don't know. But make a video after I get up there, sort of thing. And there's a lot of trails around St. John's. There's a lot of parks, a lot of trails, a lot of for people who are into hiking and in the winter time, cross country skiing and all that sort of stuff. I mean, there's you got the money for it and all the rest of that sort of thing. You can beat around, and there's stuff that people can do around St. John's. There's a lot of enjoyable things you can do around that's just St. John's alone, let alone, like on the outskirts of St. John's, where you can really enjoy yourself. I mean, you have to have transportation, you have to have the money to get the equipment, the different things and so on and to have the ability to get around and so on and so forth. If you have all that, I mean, there's certainly things that can be done around St. John's, and certainly around Newfoundland. If you're a tourist coming here, there are many things you can do to enjoy yourself. Enjoy a week-long or 2-week-long or probably even month-long visit here to the province, sort of thing. You just need to kind of like do a little bit of research beforehand, I guess, and figure out what you want to do when you come here, and have all that planned and so on and connect with whatever agencies that run the various things and so on and have all that worked out before you come, and you could probably have as enjoyable a visit here in Newfoundland as anywhere else that you would go to, really. I mean, scenery wise, it's like I keep saying it over and over and over and over again. I mean, like Newfoundland, scenery wise, I mean, it's especially in the summertime when the weather's really great, it's as gorgeous and as beautiful and as lovely a place as I would venture to say almost any place on earth. I mean, I know there's a lot of tropical places that are really super gorgeous and all the rest of it, but I mean, I wish I had the money, I wish I had the means, I wish I had the transportation, so I had to travel around Newfoundland to make videos of different parts of Newfoundland, and upload those kinds of videos so you could see, I could prove to you what I'm talking about, how lovely a place this province is. But I'm sure if anybody were to Google all that, I'm sure people have made the videos, the travel videos and all the rest of it, that can more than prove my point along those lines, you know. So yeah, alright then, that's 20 minutes there now, and I didn't put the camera on myself once, so again, I don't know how interesting a video this is. People are just stuck in one spot here. Now, I may, I hate to have said this on the video, but I'm going to go and use the washroom before I go any further with this. So I'm going to have to go over to the hospital probably and go and use the washroom at the hospital there. May put my mask on. I got my mask with me. Then after that, there's another spot I'm thinking about making a video that I may down around a lake area, a little further down there, a little further down this way. Yeah. So yeah, so I'll go 22 minutes there again now, and I'll cut this one off because, as I say, there's people going to be constantly coming and going here now, and I'm self-conscious of that. And every time somebody walks by, I'm self-conscious of them over here and me talking, and then that sort of throws me off, and I don't know what I lose my train of thought, and it kind of throws everything up, sort of thing. But when you're out in public, what do? You know, you know, unless you go right off outside town somewhere, you're going to bump into people, aren't you, if you're out and outside. The expert YouTubers and expert recording people that do all this sort of stuff all the time for a living and all the rest of it, I guess we'll probably just bring the people into the videos and just have fun with it that way. I mean, maybe at some point I may as well, but I'm not kind of like skilled to know how to go about doing that at this stage, so I just try my best to avoid that, actually. So, alright, 22 minutes there now. I think I'm going to cut this off now, probably on 22:20, I suppose. Good enough. And it's almost up there now to that time, because I really need to go and use the washroom now, shortly. So, okay, the people, everyone take care. God bless. And, I guess I might as well go 30 now then. And, out for now. Okay. 31, 32, 35. Go 40. Okay, God bless. Out for now.